Welcome to the Michigan Skier Show with our host, Jim Neff. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Welcome to this edition of the Michigan Skier. I'm your host, Jim Neff, and we're here at beautiful Nubs Knob near Harbor Springs, Michigan, with General Manager Jim Bartlett. Nubs Knob is a favorite of Midwest skiers. In fact, Jim, you've been rated as the #1 ski resort in the Midwest so many times you had to retire the title. But really your philosophy that you focus on skiing here at Nubs is the key to your core business. Would you explain a little bit about your philosophy and how the skiers should be treated when they come here to Nubs Knob?
Well, skiing is our only business, Jim, and snowboarding, as that came to fruition 10 or 12 years ago, was embraced here as well. And our focus has always been, and will always continue to be, just on making the snow the best it can be when you come to Nubs Knob. We don't have to worry about the mints in the pillow in a hotel. I don't have to worry about the temperature of the jacuzzi water. All we think about every day and every minute all year round here at Nubs is how we can make your ski and snowboard experience the best it can be. So we start right at the front door. On a weekend, you get greeted by a individual who helps answer questions, directs you to where you need to go, helps you unload your skis. From there, and this whole lodge is all designed on one plane. There's no stairs, there's no place you have to climb. The parking lot's easy to get to, and no place else in Michigan do you get to unload your gear less than 80 feet away from our main lift right out in front here. And that ties right in with the beginner program. We were the first folks over 12 years ago to have a free chairlift and a free beginner area. So there's absolutely no cost for that. We interface that with the rental building, which is on the same grade as the main lodge, so that you walk in the front door, you walk out the back door, you're right onto the free skiing area here at Nubs. And that focus has gone all the way through the whole organization, from the beginner all the way to the expert. Our energy really has been spent on snowmaking and grooming, in addition to customer service, and as you mentioned, that continues to be our forte and something we're very proud of.
Now we're here in front of the fireplace in the award-winning Day Lodge. And a key component of the Nubs experience is the wonderful cafeteria you have here. It's probably the best food this side of Emerald Lagasse.
Well, I think you made the comment once that people come out here and don't even ski and have lunch, and that still remains true. And our chefs, John Averill and Ralph Horn, made the comment this past winter that we want to make and serve as good a food as the snowmakers do for snow and grooming. And we work real hard at that. I mean, after all the employees have to eat here, including myself, every day. Might as well be good.
Another aspect of the Nubs Knob experience, Jim, not only here in the Day Lodge, but you have great child care so that when families come, every member of the family can come along on the trip.
We work real hard at that. Vicki Van Slumbrook and her staff take particular care of the kids. And as with all the other aspects of the business here, the things we do, we try and do as well as we can. And one of the beauties of the daycare operation is it's, again, located on the ground floor, adjacent slopeside, so that as a parent, you can drop your child off and stop by in your skiing day at any time, peek in the window, see how your kids are doing, and even the glass is one way so you don't get your kids all fired up, and don't even have to take your skis off, for Pete's sake. Walk right over to the lift after that and head back up. Everything's right here, right where all the customers want to see what's going on, and you have a real chance to get involved with your kids.
One of the places near and dear to my heart here at Nubs is the Technology and Demo Center, which is very unique, again, right on the slopes. You have a tremendous ski tuning machine and an opportunity for skiers who may be in the market for new skis at some point to give a try to all the great skis that are on the market.
There is no better place to do it, if I can say that in front of the camera. The beauty of this program is we tie it in with who we call partner program retailers, and these are all the ski shops located in the Midwest. And you can go into those shops because Nubs does not sell skis, and they can tell you what kind of ski you may need. Come up to Nubs, rent the ski, and we keep over 100 pair of the latest and greatest tuned and waxed on North America's first computerized shuttle tuning machine. And the green lift that accesses all of the slopes here is less than 50 feet out the front door. So it's a great spot to come and try the equipment on what we feel is the Midwest's best snow, with Midwest's best gear, and tuned by an excellent staff and the most up-to-date computerized tuning equipment that's available in the country. And it works great because it ties right in with the place where you buy your skis.
Jim, one last thing about the whole Nubs Knob experience here at the base. You don't try to, as you mentioned before, you don't try to reinvent the wheel. You tap into the wonderful hospitality industry that's already available in Harbor Springs and Petoskey.
We're all about partnerships here at Nubs, and that works with the hospitality business just as it does with the ski tuning center. But we recognized back in 1977 when Walter Fisher and his family first bought the resort from the founder, Dory Sarnes, that our goal was to be the best day ski area in the Midwest. And that meant we weren't going to build a hotel, we weren't going to build a golf course and dilute the company and dilute our focus. So we partnered with all of the area hotels and motels, and when you come to the greater Petoskey area, there are ski package deals with all of the major players there, and we work in harmony with them. Petoskey's a long-standing, over 200-year history of treating customers right in the hospitality business, and what we provide is the winter outlet for them, and the summer outlet obviously takes care of itself. So it's a great partnership, and we believe that team is really as good as you can get in the Midwest.
Jim, I've often said that maybe the scariest sight from a parking lot anywhere in the Midwest is the front side of Nubs Knob, but quite frankly, you have tremendous varied terrain. Let's talk a little bit about all the different places that people can ski and snowboard here at Nubs. And let's start with this front side, which has some great steeps, but also some great cruisers.
Well, no doubt about it, Jim. In fact, the local high school teams both choose to train here at Nubs because the terrain for expert skiers is unparalleled, really, in the northern lower peninsula because of the changes in pitch and the different fall lines that you have here that you don't have at other areas. And it does scare you when you come in the front door. One of the great things about Nubs, I've often said, is that there's no flats. And that's because we have all this pitch here, and the lodge is built right at the bottom of the hill instead of 100 or 200 yards away. So when you're skiing here at Nubs, you get on the chair, you're up to the top, you're right back down. There's no skating, no flat spots. But don't let these trio of steeps here bother you as you look out the front window. Off to the east, some of the best intermediate cruising around is in Valley and Smooth Sailing. As you go further east over into the Dory's Bowl area, Birch Run, Dory's Bowl, Easy Mile, Fun Bowl, great blues and easy greens for our customers to enjoy. And also the Midwest First Super Pipe is over in that area too, 600 feet long with a 17-degree pitch that we opened up a couple years ago. And that takes care of some of the front slopes, but there are still two other faces of pitches of Nubs that you get to ski, because from where we sit here in the lodge, over a mile to the south is the Pintail Peak area that we opened up about 10 years ago. And in there are a group of all blue, just beautiful tree-lined runs that have spectacular views of Little Traverse Bay clear down to Traverse City, with a couple of beginner runs over there to get you back and forth. And located in between those two is Nubs Knob South that we built in 1979 that has, again, some beautiful tree-lined blues and greens that make for family skiing at its finest. And the vistas there are spectacular, as is the length of runs and the type of terrain that you find back there. So you put those three faces together and you have really a very unique and unparalleled approach to pitch. If you like the steep and the exciting, it's right out the front door, right in front of everybody. But there's lots of other pockets and beautiful places to go that kind of make it fun for the family to go. And one of the nice things about Nubs is you get to meet at the top of the hill no matter which face you pick at. And all the lifts are color-coded, so it's very easy for folks to get around and figure out where they are.
Here at Nubs Knob, the skiing is wonderful. The snow, as you've heard, is just superb. The award-winning day lodge is comfortable and cozy. It's a wonderful place to bring your family. So if you want to get a premier Midwest ski experience, Nubs Knob is the place to go. For General Manager Jim Bartlett, I'm your host, Jim Neff, and we both ask you to remember one thing: enjoy your skiing.